Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 4 of Wellness Wednesdays presented by Shift Posts. This week, we will be learning about essential oils. My name is Caitlin Lopes, and I will be guiding you through this series. Throughout today's workshop, you will learn about the history of essential oils, their unique benefits, how to use them safely, and the power that comes from using these gifts from the earth to reduce stress on our bodies and to work towards transitioning more holistic living practices into our daily rituals and routines. Before we get started, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me here tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this workshop. Thank you for being a part of our platform, and we hope that the use of essential oils in your practices will allow you to live a more stress-free life. All right, let's get into it. I think that the reasoning and the why behind an action is very important to consider when choosing to modify any practice in our life. So, before we delve into the chemistry and uses of essential oils, let's first consider why we might be interested in exploring and using them. So, let's start with this question. When was the last time you stopped to think, what am I putting on or in my body? Or where do my products come from? It's actually a very important question because on any given day, we use an awful lot of products. We cook, clean, exercise, sleep, work, and complete a wide variety of activities using a plethora of products, most of which are synthetic or modified with additives and chemicals. If you think about it, for instance, when you want to add flavor to your food, you go to the store, you buy spices and sauces. When your child isn't feeling well, you get medicines from the pharmacy. When you need to get a stain out of your shirt, you buy laundry detergent, bleach, or a chemical stain remover. Beyond a simple trip to the store, many of us often don't take the time to think about the items that we're buying, what they're made of, and where they really come from. And this is a large problem because many synthetic products that we use contain harmful toxins. As you're unloading the groceries, you might see a long, complicated label on the back of your cereal box or on your dish soap filled with lots of words you might not be able to pronounce or chemicals you've never heard of. But many of us just think, oh, well, because while you might have different brands to choose from, most of the other products that you find on the shelves will also have a long list of mysterious ingredients. So instead of thinking about the alternatives, which, by the way, many of us are not even aware of, we just keep going back to the store to buy the supplies that we need to keep cooking and cleaning and sleeping and working and so on. And without even thinking about it, we're exposing ourselves to the harmful chemicals that lurk in everyday products like our shampoos, household cleaners, candles, and perfumes. And the truth is that most of the time, we don't even recognize that they're there. And what's most concerning is that often these chemicals can cause a lot of stress in our bodies from a biological perspective, leading to things like adrenal fatigue, brain fog, and increased levels of stress hormones coursing through our bodies. So, essential oils can provide a natural alternative to chemical ridden products by giving us a safer option for protecting our body and home from toxins. They have been scientifically proven to be very safe and effective. They have unique and beautiful aromas, and most importantly, they can help us to escape toxic synthetic chemicals in order to live a more holistic, natural lifestyle. So, what exactly are essential oils? Where do they come from, and how do we get them? If you're thinking to yourself that essential oils are complicated, You're not entirely wrong. They do have extremely intricate and complex chemical properties. However, that being said, essential oils aren't a complete mystery. In fact, they're all around us. Unseen by the naked eye, essential oils hide within the seeds, stems, roots, barks, flowers, needles, fruits, and plants that we see every single day. Not all plants produce essential oils, but in plants where essential oils are found, the oil typically resides in microscopic, specialized glands of the plant. And this is why essential oils aren't easily seen at first. For many plants, the essential oil is actually what gives the plant its beautiful aroma. Beyond making the plant smell nice, though, the aroma can help to deter predators like insects or herbivores. So it also has a protective function for these plants as well. Essential oils also play a very vital role in the reproductive processes of plants and are very useful during plant pollination. As I mentioned previously, not every plant produces an essential oil, and not every essential oil found within a plant has significant benefits. But if you consider how many different plant types exist and are still being discovered, there are plenty of powerful essential oils to go around. Just as plants use essential oils to protect themselves, we too can use the powerful natural properties of essential oils to protect ourselves and to promote a healthy body. But what are essential oils really? So, we know that they're found in many types of plants, but what makes an essential oil an essential oil? Well, from a scientific perspective, essential oils are essentially small organic molecules that change quickly from a liquid to a gas state when they reach room temperature. And this quality is characterized as volatility. This is why bottled essential oils are so incredibly powerful. It's because a very small bottle of essential oil contains millions of tiny molecules in a liquid state. And when we unscrew the cap and open the bottle, these molecules change quickly from a liquid to a gas, which is why we can smell the oil immediately, even from a distance, and why they're so potent, even though they come in such small quantities. They can actually last us a very, very long time. The benefits of each essential oil are largely determined by what kind of plant it comes from and the chemical properties that that plant contains. An oil might be cleansing, refreshing, or boosting to the immune system, among any number of other benefits. And it's all depending on the chemical profile and the origin of the plant that the essential oil comes from. Let's talk about how, when, and why people started using essential oils. The use of plants and plant extracts actually dates back to almost every ancient civilization in the world. While some of us might think that essential oils are a new trend because we've been hearing about them a lot lately, scientists have known that we've been using plants to promote a healthy body as a time-honored tradition, and as something that's been a part of societies for centuries. So, what's interesting is during the Middle Ages, early chemists were desperately searching for what they called the quintessence of life, an elusive fifth element in addition to earth, fire, water, and air. Building on the discoveries of Avicenna, these alchemists experimented with plant distillation. And while experimenting, they discovered a substance rising from the surface of the water during the distillation process. At this point in history, any substance that didn't mix with water was classified as an oil. With this discovery, alchemists believed that if they'd found the quintessence they'd been looking for, the essence of all life, and they believed that these essential oils were that fifth element that we had been missing and searching for. And that's how the term essential oil was actually born. Another major historical shift began in the 19th century when developments in chemistry increased the sophistication and understanding of essential oil extraction methods. During this time, um, a man who was a chemist and perfumer named Rene Gattefoss coined the phrase aromatherapy. And medical doctors in France dispensed essential oils in their places of practice during this time period. And medical school students do still receive training regarding safe usage of essential oils today. Let's chat about some of the health benefits of essential oils on our environments and the bodies, and what qualities make them so special and so unique and so powerful. One important benefit is that they promote feelings of clear breathing. Research has suggested that essential oils with chemical constituents alpha-theanine, limonene, and eucalyptol, among others, can support our respiratory health. These constituents are found in essential oils like peppermint, lemon, eucalyptus, and some others as well. And when used properly, these essential oils are quite effective at promoting feelings of clear airways and easy breathing. So if you're ever feeling stuffy, peppermint, for example, has a very strong soothing and cooling vapor, which can be very helpful for creating that sensation of open airways. A second great health benefit is that they help us to care for our environment. Earlier, I talked about all of the toxins that we might be unintentionally introducing into our lives through the products that we're using in our daily routines. And scientific studies have demonstrated that diffusing essential oils can actually help to purify and cleanse our air, providing added protection and supporting a clearer area around you. And lemon and tea tree essential oils are especially popular choices for cleansing both the air and the surfaces in the home. So it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. Not only are you able to effectively clean and get rid of any bacteria or germs in your home, but you're also not releasing all of those toxic fumes into the air or leaving toxic chemicals on your counters and other surfaces, which is quite important to consider. Another great health benefit is that essential oils can help us to cultivate a healthy gut and proper digestion. Though the digestive system is often associated with just the stomach and intestines, it's actually a lot more complicated than that. And to function at optimal levels, the digestive system requires peak performance from all parts of the GI tract, including the stomach intestines, as well as the liver, kidney, and gallbladder. An internal use of essential oils can aid in our digestion, in soothing occasional stomach discomfort, reducing gassiness, and easing the effects of nausea and motion sickness. There's also a very strong connection between the gut and our mood. The gut has been linked to depression and anxiety when it's imbalanced. So it's really important that we take good care of our gut and are very careful about what we're putting in our bodies to support a healthy microbiome in our intestines. Some of the essential oils, which are particularly helpful with aiding in healthy gut cultivation is peppermint. And that's because of its chemical constituent called menthol, which is recognized for its positive effect on the digestive system. And fennel is another go to oil to take when dealing with digestive complaints, such as feelings of bloating and sluggishness that can come after a big meal. And ginger is very useful for nausea. And creating a restful bedtime environment is a huge part of why essential oils can aid us in living a healthier life and in promoting stress relief. Um, Essential oils have been used for centuries to create relaxing environments. The unique chemical properties found in certain essential oils like lavender, chamomile, and bergamot make them effective at promoting an environment that's conducive to restful sleep. And when essential oils contain chemical properties of a soothing, calming, or relaxing nature, they cause the positive responses within the brain and body. And when we inhale an essential oil with a calming aroma, the brain actually processes the aroma and learns that a certain effect will follow. So, for instance, you can pair the aroma of lavender with sleep so that your body knows whenever you're smelling a lavender scent, you're about to go to sleep, and it can start to prepare itself for rest. And once you've experienced a restful night of sleep after using a calming oil like lavender, that positive association is formed, and the goal is to have a similar reaction every single time you put yourself in that type of environment and you use lavender as part of your sleep routine. Among their many uses, essential oils also have vast applications for personal care, including beautifying the skin and hair and cleansing the mouth, gums, and teeth, among some other general hygiene uses. Believe it or not, essential oils were actually some of the first beauty products in ancient history. The types of essential oils with gentle soothing properties like rose, sandalwood, and helichrysum can be helpful to soothe skin irritations and promote a healthy looking complexion. Others, such as tea tree and rosemary, help to cleanse the scalp and to promote an abundance looking head of hair. You can even use essential oils when um, cleaning. Properties like clove and cinnamon can help to cleanse your teeth, gums, and mouth, as well as to promote fresh breath. And because cinnamon and clove are considered strong oils, it's a good idea to dilute them in a toothpaste before brushing or to add them to a cup of water before gargling. And of course, if we want to use toothpaste to dilute our essential oils, it's also useful to consider those ingredients that you're including in your toothpaste. Maybe pick a more organic or natural option. For soothing skin, essential oils are also proven to be very useful because many of them contain properties that can warm and soothe the body when applied topically. So, it's important to note that essential oils don't actually change the temperature of your body from a physiological perspective. They're simply referred to as warming and cooling oils because their properties interact with nerve receptors on your skin to provide a warming or cooling sensation. And this is the hot or cold feeling you might experience after applying or topical creams. And people tend to use types of warming or cooling oils to soothe the body after things like physical activities like exercise or manual labor. And one of the best things about using essential oils to soothe muscles and joints is that they can be applied to targeted areas for focused comfort. So, for instance, if you're experiencing muscle or joint pain in a specific area of your body, you can very easily target that specific area by applying the essential oils topically to that area only. So, essential oils like wintergreen and cassia have warming properties that can be very soothing. And peppermint, lemongrass, and blue tansy are cooling essential oils which can provide a more cold or cooling comfort. So, we've touched on this a little bit, that the aroma of essential oils elicits responses in our brain. And these aromas go directly to our brain's olfactory system, and the olfactory system is responsible for processing smells and essentially gives us the ability to perceive scents. And in turn, our brain learns to associate positive experiences with the with the sense of essential oils, and to get accustomed to more natural therapies. So stress and burnout are a large complaint in the pharmacy industry, which is not surprising considering the level of stress and demand that COVID-19 has placed on pharmacy teams. So I think it's really important for us to take some time to take a quick look at the best essential oils for specifically dealing with stress and symptoms of burnout. And many of these have, m- more than many, all of them have scientific research backing them. And if you're interested in gathering access or to those scientific studies, please feel free to reach out to me personally. I'd be happy to provide those resources to you. But let's get into it just very briefly. And I will mention a little bit of the research as I go through it. So, the best essential oil for relaxation in general has been proven to be lavender. And in a 2013 study, aromatherapy, which used a 3% lavender oil spray on clothing, was shown to drastically reduce workplace stress. The best essential oil for sleep has been shown to be chamomile. The best essential oil for meditation has been shown to be orange. Best for anxiety is sandalwood. Best for stress is clary sage. Best for mood lifting is lemon. And best for depression is jasmine. What's interesting is going back to the mood lifting. So, lemon oil in a 2005 study was shown to enhance the attention level, concentration, and cognitive performance of individuals who are performing work or study. So it can be something that works to motivate us in the workplace and to uplift us and give us a little bit more energy. And going back to the chamomile, which is very important for sleep, a 2017 study found that after 8 weeks, 58% of participants experienced reduced symptoms of moderate to severe generalized anxiety disorder when chamomile extract was used for sleep. And another small 2018 study found that chamomile therapy actually helped to reduce anxiety symptoms and increased morning cortisol levels. So it decreased the cortisol, decreased the anxiety symptoms. So that's really promising. And clearly, these are tools that are worth exploring and considering adding to our daily practices. So, how do we do that? How do we incorporate these essential oils into our daily routines? Well, let's talk about it. So, first, I want you to think of your daily routine as is. So, without the use of essential oils at all. And maybe your practices look a little bit different from what we're about to discuss. But these are some very frequent tasks that we may be completing throughout the day. So, you wake up in the morning, maybe you shower and get ready, brush your teeth, go into the kitchen or bathroom and take some supplements or vitamins. And maybe while you're waking up, you're feeling very stressed about your day. Maybe it's a Monday morning and you're thinking about all of the emails you have to get to and what's on your to-do list. And that might make you feel a little bit stressed out or anxious, thinking about all the scripts that have piled in throughout the weekend. So I want you to keep that in your mind when we consider how to intervene and proactively prevent and cope with those feelings using essential oils. And let's say it's a weekend. Throughout the day, you might complete tasks like doing your family's laundry, which might involve pouring a capful of bleach into the washing machine. So, just taking a moment to think about those strong chemicals that we're using on our clothing and our sheets and things that we keep very close to our body. And then you might wipe down your kitchen counter with a cleaning chemical, maybe some Lysol wipes, maybe you'll use some Vim. And then at some point throughout the day, you might light a synthetic candle to bring an inviting smell into your home while you clean. And in the afternoon, you might feel a little sleepy, so you go get a coffee or an energy drink to give you a little bit of a jolt. Again, more chemicals that we might not think about. Often those have caffeine, which can be quite tough for our bodies to handle. And then in the evening, you'll go through with your nightly routine after a long day. You might wash your face with a harsh cleanser, brush your teeth with a toothpaste containing chemicals, and maybe you'll turn on a sound machine that plays ocean waves to help you go to sleep. You might not realize it, but essential oils can be used to improve nearly every activity of the day. And here is an alternative situation and how your day might go if you incorporated essential oils. So let's say you wake up, you're feeling a little bit groggy, so you inhale a scent of grapefruit oil for an energizing aroma to help you start your day. If you are someone who's prone to stress or anxiety, maybe some lavender oil might help you as well. And then you turn on the shower and you use little tea tree oil in your scalp to help your hair look fuller, or an essential oil infused soap that will help to cleanse and smooth your skin. And as you prepare for the day, you might want to swallow a drop of frankincense oil, which is incredibly useful for reducing stress in our bodies on a cellular level and in acting as an antioxidant compound. And then continuing along with some of those cleaning practices that we discussed in our earlier scenario. Let's say instead of using those Lysol wipes, instead of using the Vim, instead of using the bleach in your laundry, maybe you will choose to wipe down your sticky kitchen counter with lemon oil and a rag, which will result in breathing in clean, refreshing aromas as it permeates through the entire room, helps to cleanse the air. Throw a little bit of that essential oil into your laundry load to help it clean. And then when you're dragging in the afternoon, maybe instead of reaching for that energy drink or that cup of coffee, you might want to add a drop of peppermint to your water to help to wake yourself up and make yourself feel very rejuvenated. And then as you get ready for bed at night, you might want to place a few drops of lavender on your pillow to create a luxurious, relaxing experience that helps you drift off to sleep naturally. So, those are some of the ways in which we can incorporate essential oils into our practices. And it goes without saying that essential oils have many uses beyond those that we've discussed today. And it's just something that we may want to consider incorporating into our lives. And it can be as simple as swapping out one small thing for an essential oil instead. Like I mentioned, instead of the Lysol wipes, maybe some essential lemon oil. So it's all about those choices that we make and working towards living our healthiest lives and reducing the amount of stress that we're placing on our bodies and our environments based on those products that we're choosing. So I hope that this workshop was educational for you. I hope that you learned something today. I hope that if nothing more, it made you to rethink the daily practices that you're using in your life and how you can work to make healthier choices. Like I said, if you have any questions about any of the information that I presented to you today, if you're interested in any resources or any of the scientific studies that I mentioned, I would love to share some more information with you on those. You can reach out to me via email at kaitlyn.lopes@shiftposts.com, and I would love to provide more information to you. I hope that you enjoyed this week of our wellness series. Next week on the agenda, we have a wonderful meditation, breath work, and emotional freedom technique tapping. It will be a very great session. I hope to see you there. It's the second last week of our wellness series. If you've stuck with us since the beginning, thank you so much. If this is your very first workshop with us, thank you so much. We really appreciate all of the work that you've done as essential pharmacy workers. The goal of this series is to give back to you, provide you with resources that will make you feel supported, recharged, and educate you on topics that will allow you to live a healthier and more stress-free life. And most of all, thank you so much again for being a part of our Shift Post platform. We are so thrilled to have you as part of our user base, and we hope that you will join us for week 5 of our wellness series. Thanks so much for spending your Wednesday evening with me, and I'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.